Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah if you are new, and today I am going to be doing a try on and a review of some new lashes that I got, and they are some Tori Belle Magnetic lashes. So if you are curious about all sorts of the details about it, like how much they cost, what do they like to wear, all of that stuff, then just stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today, just like I said, we are going to be doing a review of this set of magnetic like lash stuff that I got. Some friends of mine started selling it recently, and they were just going like on and on about how comfortable they were to wear and how well they stayed on. And so I thought, hey, what the heck, like I like supporting my friends anyways, and so I'll just get a pair and see what they're like. All right guys, so I brought you in super close so that you can get a really good view and angle of my eyes as I apply this. So I went for the black. There's a couple options. There's like also like a brown or brown black, and it's supposed to help like substitute from using like your like regular type of liner. So I still will use a little bit of this because there's no point in like doing part of your your regular liner with the magnetic. I would only use the magnetic where you're going to be placing the lashes. So I will also link down below the links to my friends' stores if you are interested in purchasing any of this. I have worn these once. I only wore them once before, so that way I already have them fitted for my eyes. Okay, full disclosure, I actually did a first impressions video, and I was kind of like so out of practice that I just really didn't care for how I did it, and so I scrapped that, and now I'm just doing a review. So that's how this came about. Anywho, so yeah, I've already got this fitted for my eyes, and as you can see down here, there are what they call anchors. Well, there's my trimmings of the lashes, but then down here there are several what they call anchors. And so we are going to start. This set actually came with a thing of instructions, and I was kind of confused by it, and I ended up calling my friends and asking them a couple of questions because I found the instructions card to be quite incomplete. And so but because they've been wearing these lashes so much, they've learned a lot about them in the meantime, and so I will try to include all that information in this video as well. So as I apply and go through this, I will let you know. But the general consensus is that you want to like shake and like stir the liner before applying it, and you do not want to be scraping off any of the product on the brush. It's a brush at the top of the tube. I don't know, because of the gooping. Anyways, they say do not do that. So I think it's also because it's like you really do want to apply a good amount onto your lash line. It does kind of feel like to me, someone who's worn regular liner so much, it feels like a lot of product, but it's probably why maybe it adheres so well. I'm not really sure. So that is that about that. What was really nice also, I do have to say, about fitting the lashes to my eyes was that because there are so many magnets, I think it was like 10 per, and I clipped off one. I only had to clip off one magnet to get them to fit to my eyes, and so there's still 9 little magnets left. Now, like some of the other ones that I have used in the past, there's like maybe 3 magnets or 4 magnets per lash, and so they're clunkier to fit, and I would say they don't stay on as well. I really think that the number of magnets here has a lot to do with why they stay on so well. The other thing is like there's a discussion about why are magnetic lashes like such a thing, and I think the biggest part of it is that the glue for regular traditional false lashes can cause damage to your natural lashes. Sometimes it just gets stuck into your natural lashes and you end up pulling a few out. I don't know, sometimes, I mean, you can definitely tell like it wasn't one that was just ready to go and you end up kind of like removing some of your lashes. Not as bad as doing lash extensions. So whereas with something like these magnetic ones, you don't lose any, like there's no abrasion like that. Okay, I've got some notes here on my iPad right here next to me, so I'm gonna also try to go off of that. Okay, I'm gonna get started with this. I do have a little like fan here next to me to help me along with the drying process. I'm gonna try to speed up the process of that. So as you can see, I did my full face and makeup already, and so I am just going to be adding this. I have a little bit of a mascara on already. I highly recommend using some mascara as well when you apply any kind of false lash, because you can see your natural lashes with that, because they're not as black as a false lash like this, and so it doesn't look as nice. So I would highly recommend just at least applying some sort of light layer of mascara first. And I believe, shoot, I asked my friend because it doesn't say on here, but I believe that these are faux mink. I know they're vegans, but I believe that they're faux mink. They're not like a silk or anything lash. Okay, so I have stirred this. I've been stirring it almost this whole time that I've been talking. So I've got it pretty good. I'm gonna show it. It kind of wants to pull out. Ooh. It's hard not to like wipe it. You have to be very purposeful about that. Okay, so can you see? Yeah, you can see. So holy smokes, it's a lot. It feels like a lot of product. I mean, it's really wet, and it is a brush, which will be something to get used to. I don't care for using a brush applicator typically. Okay. Now also, oops, so if you're just gonna let them air dry, they recommend 2 minutes. You do not want to open your eyes all the way. I did that a little bit when I thought they were dry the first time I wore them, and it did transfer up to my upper lid. So I'm just gonna go with a little hand fan here. My friend just did a video recently where she just took a hairdryer to her face, and of course that dried it really, really fast. You can kind of pretty much feel how fast it's drying, so no big deal. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. And so let me tell you some of the other things that I learned when I was on the phone with my friends. So you can wait too long before applying the lashes, like especially when it comes to that second layer. She said that you don't want it to be 100% totally dried down, because then the lashes won't like have as much to grab to or something like that. So basically you want it to be like, be able to like touch it, but and like not have any transfer, but have a little bit of tackiness to it. So that's the most ideal texture for the liner. And then the other thing was, because I thought that these were like totally repositionable whenever, and I was like, why did the liner come off like when I like took them off to like reposition them? So apparently they're repositionable until you set them, and what that means is you just kind of like put them on lightly, and they will like magnetically like stick to the liner at first, and then that's just to kind of get them where you want them. But then when you set them is when you really like push them up into the liner and onto your eye. So these are getting, so right now this is only the first layer. I'm really curious too, like how they would perform with just one layer. Like, why do you need 2 layers? That's so annoying. Obviously this is taking longer than like my glue lashes would, but there is that still that annoying like glue. Like my glues that dry really fast and then I can use really fast are a lot harder to get off than the ones, what was that, like that old duo glue, like their original formula. That stuff comes off really easily, but it took a long time to like for it to set up to put the lash on. So it was like, it's a trade-off, right? Okay, that is quite good. All right, so we're gonna go with the second layer of this. And again, you don't wanna wipe off any of it. You just wanna pull it out. Be careful. And then go on. I messed that up. That is really thick. See, that's why I hate brush tips. I don't know. And it's really weird doing such like goopy liner. It just feels goopy because it's like so wet and there's so much product, and I usually kind of like minimize the amount of product that I'm putting on. So, okay, so this is the second layer. We're just gonna keep it going like this. Okay, so also the price. So I paid for just one pair of lashes and my liner shipped to me in my state and county, blah, 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 blah. It was like just under $57. So yeah, it's kind of expensive. I mean, I've always gotten a really long life out of all of my lashes, no matter what kind they are, because I just take really good care of them. So, you know, you are supposed to get like a lot of wears, probably like 30, 40, 50 wears out of these, supposedly. I don't know, something like that. I know I could probably get about that. Probably 20 to 30 or something like that. So, you know, that is kind of something to consider when you're gonna like look at a product like this, because it's, you know, it's not cheap. These aren't like your necessarily like budget lashes, but you know, but they are a really nice high quality, and the faux mink ones generally do cost a little bit more anyways. I got some of the liner on my lash. Okay, so the lashes were 35, and yeah, and I think the liner was about 20 bucks. So I think that's for me. I am curious to see how this liner works with just other lashes, or like maybe the other magnetic lashes that I used in the past. I didn't wait long enough to really get, or didn't put on enough liner to make it really work. Like I got these cheap ones off Amazon and they just didn't come with very good instructions. So I wonder what would happen if I use these types of instructions with those cheaper lashes. Like maybe they would work better. I don't know. I do have to say though that these are quite comfortable to wear. I wore them all day to church one day and didn't take them off until like at night. And that was probably the most comfortable wear that I've had out of nearly like any lash that I've ever worn. So they do have a lash applicator. So this is just something fun. That's kind of funny. Now it's smart because it's magnetic. They make these plastic applicators, but yeah, I just use my regular, these are like the Violet Voss ones, are like the nice ones that have the really long like end tip there. Ooh, keep my and I didn't have any problems applying with these. So if you already have some lash applicators, like you'll be just fine using those. And also when it comes to removing them, I just used well, I usually use micellar water to remove my eye makeup, like my mascara and stuff, and that actually wasn't really working to get the liner off, and so then I went with a cleansing oil and that worked just fine. So they do sell a makeup remover and it's like 25 bucks. And I already have lots of makeup remover. So, and I have some other removers that I hadn't yet tried. Like I have like this balm, like a makeup removing balm by It Cosmetics. And it's like a cleanser and all of that. And that one's a really nice one. I feel like that would probably work pretty well as well. So anyway, but my oil-based one worked just fine. So I'm about also saving money. And it's like, if I already have stuff on my shelf that works, then I'm gonna use it. So that is that. Okay. I don't even know how long it's been. Okay, so we are dry, but still tacky. So I'm going to pull out my lash. And also, just as a note, side note, like, because I have really hooded eyes and I want to like help lift and open my eyes as much as possible, right? And so what I do is I don't attach the outermost magnet down at the lash line. I actually go up a little bit, and it just helps to like lift the eye a little bit. Also, I think it says like on their instructions to apply like from the outside to in, but I don't do that because I'm more concerned about where the inside is. So it's always easiest if you tilt your head back. You obviously don't want to be applying it too far above your lashes because then you'll get a gap, and the gap's not nice to have. Yeah, let's see. Make sure I don't have it too far in by blinking, and make sure it's not stabbing me on the inside, and that feels pretty good. I do kind of just want it more. So when you set it, and set it means by pushing it more firmly in against the liner, that's it, and that's where it's going to be for the day. If you take them off again, you could end up removing some of that liner. So FYI, because I was totally like dumbfounded when that happened to me, and I was like, what the heck just happened? So I think it's just too close if I try to. There are 10, well, mine have 9 because I cut one off, but 10 magnets it comes with. And yeah, I just hadn't seen lashes like that before. So get that head back. And then of course, when you get them on, you want to like blend. Stay on. Blend your lashes with the falsies. Oh, that one stuck much better. I wonder if I didn't have enough. I wonder why. Ugh, I always just like wonder why. These suckers are really long. I like really natural looking false lashes to where that's not like so obvious. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't poke me at all. Nothing. They're really quite comfortable. And so this is the box that it comes in, as I showed you. So it is a really nice reusable one. It's just made out of cardboard, and has little extra anchors in there. I actually don't know. They didn't say much about what the anchors are for in the little card that I got, but I just kind of have seen some other videos and my friends have talked about them. They are quite invisible. So, these are a little bit trickier to use with metal applicators, but as long as you're keeping your tweezers at the end of the lash and not up by the magnet, then it's not a problem. So, there we go. And literally, you guys, you can't even tell where I put that anchor, but I can feel it. It feels like it's pinching me, actually. And that's what I actually don't really like about the other ones that I've used that are just like the sandwichy type of magnets where you put a magnet underneath your lashes and a magnet on top. I found it really hard to not get it to where it feels like it's pinching a part of your eye. Oh gosh, that thing is on there. Come on, come off. It is really on there. Whew, okay. Oh snap. Oh, there it is. So I feel like I was more careful with my liner and I didn't put as much liner on the inside of this eye. And so it is kind of having a hard time staying on. It's strange, like these things have like a learning curve on how to wear them. And it's like learning how to do eyeshadow for the first time. I feel like they're not entirely intuitive as much as like lash glue or something. You know, you feel like it's natural to not want to just put on tons of product, but I'm finding that you actually need to put more of this product on than you might think naturally or something. So yeah, so okay, let me see if I've got any thoughts that I didn't cover yet. So they wear all day just fine, and they don't go anywhere. They're not waterproof. I remember that my friend was crying for some reason, and it's not that, it's okay, but and they came off, and I mean, and that's fine. Like even with like lash glue only, I think you have to like have like waterproof glue on if they make that. I don't even remember. I don't have COVID. So I found them really easy to trim to fit to my lash. Okay, so what I would also do, I always do after applying them, even though I have all that magnetic liner on, I wanna just have like a nice even line above where that the lashes are. Boom, just like that. So yeah, what else? How's the wear removal? I talked about removing them. And if you want to get a remover that is specifically for this type of liquid liner, then of course you can do that. And you know, and lastly, I just say, you know, like again, you know, it's not a budget brand. You're not gonna find these at CVS, like that kind of a thing. It's more of like a bit more of a luxury brand. I would say, you know, something that you would definitely find more at Sephora or Ulta or something like that. Oh, my dog came in, of course. So, you know, that's gonna be the case. So I would just say like my final thoughts basically come down to the fact that I do really like these. I don't know if I would buy more. I mean, I do really like them. And if you just do the quick hairdryer thing to like make them really fast to apply, then that really helps. Wet dog on my nose. That super helps. I don't know. And then sometimes I just get, you know, cheap and I'm like, gosh, like I spent $57 for one thing of eyeliner and one pair of eyelashes. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know how long this will last either. So, and in case you're curious, it comes with 0.135 fluid ounces or 4 milliliters. Let me see what the other ones I have are. Okay, so again, 4 mil or 0.135 fluid ounces. This sample of Velour lash glue, and this stuff dries really quick and nicely. It stays on. This comes with 0.2 fluid ounces or 4.5 mil. This is like a standard size of duo glue, and it comes with 0.18 ounces. So that's still more. This is the one that I like the most of the Duo brand, and it's the green. It's the green kind of tubey stuff. So this already has more, and of course you're not using nearly as much of the product, and it's really cheap. I think it's like $12 at Sephora. And then this is a Sephora branded one. It comes with 0.14 ounces, 4 mil. Okay, so this came with the same amount, but again, you don't use as much. I would expect. So I can't believe it's less than this Velour one. The Velour one actually comes with a lot. And this is just a clear brush on one. So that's interesting. Yeah, you know, take it for what you want. And I didn't even mention this, but I'm wearing the style Date Night from the Tori Belle lash options or whatever. This was the style that my friends thought that I would like the most because I wanted something that was just a little bit past natural and more flary on the outside. And yeah, I find them to be quite wearable. I'm very happy with them. They're definitely a bit extra. I think that's it. I think you have all of my thoughts on these lashes. They're great, but they're not cheap. They take a little bit of a learning curve. If you are interested in them or interested in all the other things about learning about them, my friends have done a great job about talking about all of those extra parts that it takes to apply them, and they talking about what what they've learned from wearing them so many times. They're like, oh, it works better if you do this, or oh, don't do that. So they've really dug down and found out all those kind of things. So I will have their stuff linked down below, and if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to leave a like and comment down below if you have any tips of your own or any of your own experiences with magnetic lashes or these lashes. It's supposed to be kind of a newer brand, the Tori Belle. I think they said it's like only like a year old-ish or something. All right, you guys. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe if you've watched this far. If you are watching right now and you haven't subscribed, you know you need to. So stay well, stay blessed. Bye-bye.